everyone, my name is Brian and welcome back to Barb's Vault, where Overseer Barb has charged me with teaching you everything that I know about Fallout 76. And today we're going to be discussing farming lead, specifically a power armor option for farming lead. So there's a few things we're going to need to get out of the way. First, you got to find the plans for the excavator power armor set. So first things first, you're going to want to open up your menu here, go to your map, and we're going to look for Garrahan Mining Headquarters. Let's go ahead and head there. Okay, so spawning here at the headquarters, we're going to head right over here. Kill this annihilator really quick. Excuse you, sir. Okay. So we're going to want to trigger a quest by using this guy right here. Garrahan Excavator Poster. So what this is going to do is it's going to trigger a quest called Miner's Miracles. So I've actually already done this, so I actually already have the Power Armor Excavator set, but it should be pretty straightforward to run you through it. So just make sure you look for this guy right here, run through that quest, and you'll get the Power Armor plans. So two of your drops from Miner's Miracles is going to be the Power Armor set itself and a Power Armor station. So you should be able to get everything in one go, fairly straightforward. Okay, so now that you've completed the quest, you're going to go ahead and build that armor set. So there are tons of ways you can get all the materials for those things. I actually have a couple videos on finding junk, so you can get stuff like steel, copper, plastic, all that good stuff. Okay, so now that you've got your power armor plans, you've got it crafted, we're going to go ahead and open up our map again. We're going to go really far out east, probably further than you've been so far. It gets a little bit hairy in this area, so make sure that you're being careful. You're making sure that you're well equipped. We're going to look for Lucky Hole Mine. And this is going to be inhabited purely by cultists, so look out for that. Okay, so here at Lucky Hole Mine, I'm going to go ahead and get into my power armor. There we go. So this actually has a skin on it right now, so it's not going to look like your excavator armor, but, you know, I love the aesthetic of the Enclave, even though they're objectively evil. We're going to go ahead and hop into this guy. Okay, and so the one thing that I would recommend having in your cards, I would say go ahead and throw a fireproof on, keep that in your rotation, because these dudes love to throw Molotov cocktails, and nothing is more infuriating than when I die to fire, something that's very avoidable. Alright, let's go ahead in there. And like I said, there's going to be cultists around, so we're going to have to pop a few of those guys off before we enter. Well, what did I say? They love to throw their Molotovs. Where are you at? Go down. Love to throw them. Okay, now that we're actually in the Lucky Mole Mine, we're going to take out a few more of these cultists. And they're going to be kind of haphazardly strung throughout this mine anyway, so make sure that you're just clearing all of them out because you don't want to die and lose anything. Let's hit him here. Rad roach. Okay, so we've entered into Lucky Hole Mine. We've killed a few cultists already. We're going to go ahead and head down here. We're going to be looking for any outcroppings that have lead veins in them. And I'm going to go ahead to one where I know there's already going to be a lead ore vein, just so you can see what they look like, because they can be a little bit difficult to spot. Right in here, I believe. Yes. So they really blend in with our background. But the reason why we put on the excavator armor is because we actually get more lead per vein than we would if we were just picking it by hand. So boom, got 4 there. There's some more lead ore. There we go. 4 there. 4 there. Just a really solid amount of lead ore. There we go. Perfection. I'm sure there's one that I'm definitely missing, but you just want to keep adventuring around through here. Again, find any outcroppings that you can, because those are almost always guaranteed to have lead ore veins. There we go. Could have sworn I just picked you, but whatever. Making sure that I'm not missing any. Okay, moving on. There we go. Some delicious, delicious lead ore. Great way to farm these, and then you don't have to constantly go out and find, you know, random scrap that will actually give you lead ore. Stuff like weights and stuff like that. It's a great way to get it very early game, and I still do that every once in a while if I just want to, you know, really quickly hop into a private world, just grab a bunch of stuff and just get in and get out. Yeah, we're going to just keep track of where we're going, make sure that you're looking for all these outcroppings of lead ore, and we're going to see how many we got at the very end after one run. As you go along, you'll start to remember these locations more and more, and you'll know where to look out for these things and how you're actually going to just very effectively zip right through these things, because obviously I've been in here a lot, so I am aware of where all this stuff is. And the other thing you want to do is you want to make sure you check in these carts, because you can see here there's actually a lead vein. So I picked that guy, but a lot of those carts will have things in them. I believe this one has crystal in it. Yeah, usually crystal. Reminds me of that movie The Descent, which is like nightmare fuel. There's something about like these tight confined areas that just make me so nervous. It's honestly a bit of like a panic attack being in places like this for me. Okay, so I just hung around down there for like 5-10 minutes and I got 155 lead ore, and that's not nearly as thorough as like I even could be. I could definitely go through there and find more, but I just want to do a quick demonstration, and now I'm going to show you how to get the most out of crafting these things. So right now I have my primary base for lead crafting and stuff like that is way up here near Grafton, and the reason why that is because we need acid and we need a lot of it. Let's go ahead and head over there. So what I have here at this base is death. God damn it. So over here I have a waste acid extractor, and the reason why I have that is because you need it to actually smelt this iron ore. Gotta go ahead and hop out of my power armor here. So we're gonna need to use a chemistry station, but before we do any of that, we're gonna go ahead and open up our Pip-Boy, go to our cards, and we're gonna be looking for a card called Super Duper. So I'm just gonna get rid of one of my cards there, put on Super Duper. So what Super Duper does is when you craft anything, there's a 30% chance you'll get double the results. So we're doing that so we're actually gonna get way more out of our lead than we would just by, raw dogging it. We're gonna go down to smelting, lead scrap. We have Super Duper on, and we'll see if that kicks in. And it did. Okay, so let's see how much lead that gave us. So we have 480 lead scrap. We're gonna keep track of how much ammo we have for our fixer. I have 14,404. All right, so keep that number in mind. This is gonna be a little bit further down the road, maybe once you're a little bit higher of a level and you're able to really max out some of your legendary perk cards. We're gonna go ahead and put on Ammo Smith. So produce 80% more rounds when crafting ammunition. Throw that guy on there. Comes to legendary perks. Gonna remove follow through, which is like very, very important for a bloodied build. Gonna put on Ammo Factory. Produce 150% more rounds when crafting ammunition. All right, we have 14,000 rounds of ammo, so let's go ahead and see how much we get out of this bad boy. Ammo, 45 round. Oh, thing of beauty. Hopefully we get Super Duper to pop off there, and we did. We now have 21,232 rounds of ammunition. So I go to Lucky Hole Mine like maybe once a week, and I basically get all the ammunition that I could possibly need for like 2 or 3. So it's a very, very productive way to just go out there, get that stuff, and get it done. But I do have a video on how to find more lead scrap as a way lower level, and I'm going to put that as a notation right up there now. So feel free to go ahead and check out that one if you want to do something that's maybe a little bit more low risk, a little bit easier to do. You can even double up on both of those and just like really set yourself up for life. So just to recap what we talked about here today, we talked about getting the excavator power armor, we talked about how to get the power armor station plans, and then we took you to Lucky Hole Mine to show you how you can just run through there and just get a crazy amount of lead ore. And then you also need the waste acid to craft it. I hope this video was informative. It took me a very long time to even get around to using power armor, but as I always say, I may be knowledgeable in the game, but I am by no means an expert. So make sure you go down to the comments below and you can look and see what other veteran players are saying. If you have something that you want to contribute, feel free to say that. I might even add it to a pinned comment, but make sure you like the video and you subscribe, and maybe consider becoming a channel member, because I would think that was really cool of you and I would love you forever. But until next time, I love you, I appreciate you. See you out there in the wasteland.